It's the Algintal Fake News Network, coming to you from our studio in the Ebony Tower in Barmalee. Here's your host, Scrody McScrodertum. Welcome to the first broadcast of the fledgling Algintal Fake News Network. I'm Scrody McScrodertum. Unlike those other news networks who pride themselves on integrity and accuracy, we report on events that may not have happened at all. Our commitment to producing quality propaganda and fake news will be unparalleled across all of New Eden. Here's a quick word from our founder and lone financier, Shaoylaenn Campbell.
Thanks, Scrody. I just wanted to welcome our audience to our inaugural broadcast and show them how much I care about citizens who are down in their luck looking for work. When you were fired from the scope for filing 5 false reports in a row and dumping a box of spiders over the head of a coworker known to suffer from severe arachnophobia as what you claimed to be an innocent prank, I came to your rescue and promptly offered you a job as the star anchor on my new network. Just remember that my restraining order against you is still in effect, and this is the one and only time we'll have any kind of interaction with each other. Back to you, you lunatic.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for the opportunity. Our top story tonight focuses on an unfolding situation in the Wiyrkomi Factory orbiting above the first moon of Augnais 10. Apparently, the workers there have run out of batteries for their personal holo-projectors and are not at all happy about it. Crinkly McWrinkleface is on the scene, and things look quite hectic there. Crinkly? Why do you have to call me that? I have a real name, you know. Now, Crinkly, you signed the same contract I did with our founder. You know you have to use your assigned stage handle. I hate this stupid name. Those Wiyrkomi workers behind you are looking incredibly distraught. What can you tell us about the atmosphere in the station without their functioning personal holo-projectors? Right. It's pretty grim here, Scrody. A couple of the workers were telling me that they had to resort to playing cards and actually talking with each other last night. And this guy over here just bought a holofilm he was really looking forward to watching, just as he realized his battery died. Isn't that right, Joseph? No, you're still here? Yeah, my copy of Debbie Des Del Toll just arrived 2 nights ago. Your night didn't go as planned then, hey? Not in the slightest. Get this. For the first time in 5 years, I ended up taking a shuttle down to a club on Planet 5 and met these 2 gallant hotties. Said they share everything together, and hot damn did they ever. There you have it, Scrody. These workers' lives are in some serious disarray without those batteries. Sounds like the Friends of Nature's report of a potential mutiny is unfolding just as they predicted. Now, we'd heard reports from the scope that a capsuleer named Cosmos Cramer was spotted leaving the Penn Insurance Station in Augnais with a strikingly similar collection of batteries. That's right, Scrody. I actually caught up with them over at the Natura Seminary in Audergne just before coming here. Great! Let's have a look at that interview. Now remember, you can't mention anything about our involvement in this. We're absolutely on the same page. Good. Camera rolling? Good. So, Mr. Cramer, it was reported that you were spotted leaving with a shipment of the same type of batteries as were supposed to arrive on the Wiyrkomi station in Augnais. That was purely coincidental, wasn't it? Absolutely. The fine folks at the they hired me to pick those up for them. The Temco hired you to pick them up, you say? Right, the Temco. It was totally the Temco. Said they was going to put them to good use, they did. I bet they did. Wow, so the Temco may have been involved in the Wiyrkomi battery fiasco. Up next, Wang McDangly Nuts profiles a local baker in Angel City on Parchanier 5 who recently discovered an incredible new sweetloaf recipe completely by accident. But first, a special message from our founder on her very first episode of Shaoylainn's Corner.
I've been a reclusive explorer for more than 5 years, and now I'm ready to reveal the secrets of my success. Just this past week, I found a Garista Scout outpost only a few jumps from Jita, where I destroyed another one of their radiating telescopes that they use to transmit scrambled porn. Amongst the wreckage, I happened to find a Pitham C-type adaptive invulnerability field, which I sold for 320 million ISK. Now, you're probably thinking, but Shaoylaenn, first you had to navigate through multiple solar systems, then probe down the Scout outpost's location, and then fight your way through dozens of Garista frigates and cruisers. And once you managed to loot that rather rare module, you still had to transport it back to Jita and wait for the market order to complete. To which I say, nonsense. Any successful explorer or mission runner will tell you, never include the extra costs you incur, nor the time you spend traveling or probing down a site in your ISK per hour calculations. I take that one step further and only include the time it takes for me to approach the final wreck and order my ship's computer to teleport its contents to my cargo bay. This takes about 2 seconds. There are 3,600 seconds in an hour. So that makes the calculation 320 million divided by 0.0005 repeating. That works out to 576 billion ISK per hour. And that, my future loyal viewers, is how you too can become a successful explorer in New Eden.
And here's Wang McDangly-Nut's story on the baker who struck a deal with the Quafe Company on his new sweetloaf. Just a few days ago, Francois Baleaux was a relative unknown running his own bakery on the Angel City gas harvesting station that hovers above the turbulent storms of Parchanier 5. That was when he received an unexpected shipment of Quafe Ultra, the energy drink typically only bought by capsuleers and other wealthy citizens of the Federation. Well, it was supposed to be a regular shipment of wheat. When I opened the container, I was in absolute shock. 2,000 canisters of Quafe Ultra, right there in my docking bay. No less than an hour later, the enterprising Francois was in his kitchen testing out a new mixture of ingredients, with several of his nieces and nephews as the first guinea pigs. I'd always been their favorite uncle, giving them free cupcakes whenever they dropped by. With just an extra dash of Quafe Ultra, I couldn't believe how much extra energy they had. A representative of the Quafe Company just happened to be walking by when he spotted the menu that included an item named Quafe Ultra High Energy Sweetloaf. Well, he tried out a slice of my first experimental sweetloaf and only suffered 2 heart attacks and half of an aneurysm before entering a state of pure bliss that lasted 4 full hours. By the time he was in full withdrawal, puking his guts out, I'd tweaked the formula enough to make it safe for consumption. Francois was able to strike a deal with Quafe to prevent the trademark infringement and personal injury lawsuits that he was immediately threatened with. I couldn't believe it! They not only agreed not to sue me, they gave me 100,000 ISK so long as I shared the recipe with them. To a capsuleer, that may not seem like much, but for a regular citizen like Francois, it's enough to last a lifetime. Another triumphant story of gallant ingenuity. Thank you, Mr. McDangly-Nuts. That's all the time we have for today. To all the fair citizens of Algintal, may your adventures in the cosmos be as sweet as Francois' buns.